Good morning. It is concrete pouring day. We've got a little over an hour before the trucks get here. So I got our expansion foam put along the existing garage floor. Everything else I think is pretty well ready to go. I'm gonna set some grade stakes. So I found some chunks of bar, short pieces, that we're gonna just pound them in the middle here on grade with where the top of the concrete should be. That way when we're starting to screed stuff off, we've got a benchmark that we can go off of, kind of keep us on grade. And then once we get it set, we'll just hammer them in and be done with that. So that's my plan here. And then I'm gotta figure out how we're gonna handle this form there. Maybe get those two boards spliced together and then some stakes around so that all we gotta do is drive them in real quick. Okay, we are getting stuff ready here. I put some cardboard up. We got grade stakes set. I painted them so we can see them. Almost time. I'm not gonna be able to film while we're doing this because I'm gonna be busy. So we're gonna hang a time-lapse camera somewhere. You guys can just watch that. It's poured. I forgot to show you. Now we're going to lunch. I'll show you when we get back. Okay, well, we're back from lunch. What do we think here? Oh, it looks really good. We got some marbles up here. That stuff we'll just sweep off when we're done. It's what happened when we brushed it. This stuff up here got a little bit set up on us. And there's just a couple of divots down there we couldn't get worked out. Again, no big deal. For the most part, we've got good fall. And nothing's going to pond. I'm really, really happy with it. So it is curing very fast in the sun, but we got it worked down where we needed it, and just gotta let it harden now. I bet we could walk on. We probably could walk on it now, but we'll give it a couple hours here yet, and we'll go from there. I really hope that my time lapse worked, and you guys have seen that, because I was unable to film. Like, I was crazy busy the whole time we were pouring. This was a lot of work. Probably a bigger project than I should have bitten off for amateurs, but we did just fine, and this one was sort of hard to screw up because there's so much slope on it, so it's not like it's going to hold water anywhere. And I'm sure it's not perfect. Put the date in it. There's like right there, there's a little spot. Up there, there's a couple little spots that we just couldn't quite get worked out with the bull float, but it's just not a big deal. They'll be fine. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Slopes off that way. Everything slopes towards us. I'm really happy with it. I really think we did a good job. So we're going to take some stuff back down to the farm, and then I think we need to go check some fields. I don't know that it's dry enough to do anything, but I don't know that it's not, so we got to go find out. Well, now that the concrete project is done, or at least for now, we're going to go check some fields. Dad's he's spraying. He has been spraying, going to keep spraying. Brock and I are going to go check the corn stalks where he was disking when we got rained out 2 weeks ago, and the tractor is still sitting there. So that's 10 miles from here. We may have gotten a little less rain. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to go check stuff out. Okay, we got to wait before we go check fields because I got a chemical delivery coming. Somebody came this morning, fixed our tractor tire, put a new tube in it, it would appear. She's all good to go. We should check the air pressures to make sure he didn't put 400 pounds in it like some people like to do. All right, well, here's the field where we were rained out. Brock parked the tractor up there almost 2 weeks ago. It's been a while since we've done anything. And it looks dry on top, except for right there. It's a little moist. It's wetter over there. It's wet right here. I can pretty much already tell you how this is going to go. We'll pick a dry spot here. This is the first time I've actually had to take a shovel to a field to see if it's ready. Everybody else was doing it for me before. Actually, that doesn't look so horrible. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it is gooey. The top 1.5 inches is good, and then from there down it's just mush, and gonna do more damage than good. It's too wet. Now there is starting to be some activity in the neighborhood. We saw a couple of people out planting on our way to lunch in a direction where it may have been a little bit drier, may have not gotten quite as much rain, and we just completely opposite direction of the farm from where we went to lunch to where we're at now. Saw a couple fields that have been planted yesterday or today, I don't know. But if you didn't have anything done, you'd probably be pushing it a little bit too. I know I would be, but we're not in that case or situation. We are in a trying to finish up situation on some of our wetter farms. Like, let's be honest, the farms that we have left, most of them are not tiled real well. And so we're gonna have to wait an extra day and not push things. I don't, it's drying fast right now. I don't know if this stuff would be ready tomorrow or not. But it's not ready today, and we are not going to push it. Phil went to Berkey this afternoon after we got done pouring and was looking at the fields down there and said, we're not there yet either. It needs another day. He said it was close, but the same situation where the top 1 inch or 1.5 inches is nice, but it's goo and mush underneath, and you're just going to wreck stuff. You would get it planted, but it wouldn't be planted well. So we wait. This is one of the cornfields that we have left to plant yet. and I can see from the road the wet spots, or it's damp on top. It's not ready. Dad had worked this down a long time ago, so it's ready to plant from a tillage standpoint, but it's too wet to plant right now. So yeah, right there on the other side of that electric pole, it's all wet on top. It's not there. We're not ready. So this field here is another option that we have to just plant corn in. This was kind of the next one to go when we got rained out, and I thought I would see how it looks. I'm pretty sure it's gooey underneath yet, but it is dry on top. And that sun is still beating down and drying stuff out. This has got a little bit of a crust. It's getting hard. Hot, sunny heat will do that to our ground. It gets sort of hard on top, but for this, it doesn't matter. For the beans trying to come up, it's not a great thing. Well, that's not too bad. This warrants some further investigation. This is better than where we were before. Now, this isn't a great well-tiled farm, but it's not horrible. There is some tile in it. You can see we've got some darker ground, some high organic matter stuff here. It's rolling. Maybe we could plant something tonight. Walked down into the blacker stuff, and it's just a little different story here. You know, when you grab the clods and squeeze them, you want them to break apart, or at least not mush together. So this is close, but it is not there yet. Tomorrow afternoon, I would plant this if it's not raining. It's supposed to be raining, so I don't know. We'll see. Again, if we had nothing done, I would be planting this right now. That is not the case. I don't have to push it. It is getting, it's not late, but it is getting to the point where you want to get stuff in the ground, but we are not in a position where we have to force it. Well, since we can't work, I decided to mow lawn. The lawnmower did not die. Dad called me. The sprayer died. Sounds like we're losing some fuel out of a fuel filter. It looks like maybe an O-ring went bad on the water drain of a fuel filter. It gave a low fuel rail pressure code, and so I have to go get him, and we'll see if we can pull an O-ring and change it, or worst case, it's got the same fuel filters as what's on the 8430. We'll swap them. All right. Well, I didn't get to show you guys because we were in a hurry there, but on that sprayer, there's it's a dual fuel filter system. There's a primary and a secondary fuel filter. One of them is a metal canister style filter, and the other is a cartridge that fits inside of a plastic housing. The plastic housing has a built-in water drain, a little twist thing with a seal on it, and when you twist it out, it is supposed to smash that seal and seal it. That was broken, or not sealing, I guess. Broken's not the right word. It was not sealing, and it was allowing it to suck air in and causing low fuel pressure. So we unfortunately do not have the style of O-ring that goes on there, or a new the plastic canisters to put on, but it's the same on the 8430. Those have the same engine, so they have the same fuel filters. So Dad's going to go over to the 8430, steal the one off of that, take it and put it on the sprayer. It should work just fine. I have to take the boys to T-ball tonight, so I'm going to let them, Dad, work on that. Yeah, I'm going to take you, so Mom doesn't have to take Sissy. So anyway, not a huge deal, just a little minor setback, and then we'll have to get a new fuel filter canister to put on the 8430 in the morning. Take another look at our concrete. It's getting hard. We could probably walk on it if I wanted to. We'll just wait until later. I can see we've got just a little bit of waves on the bottom there. It was setting up really hard on us really fast, and it was not very workable. So I'm fine with it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It would have been nice to be able to float it the opposite direction instead of all from one, but it was getting too hard, and there was nothing we could do. We had to get it brushed and be done. So it looks really good. I'm really, really happy. Oh, I'm back from T-ball. I finished mowing. We can walk on our concrete. I swept it off a little bit. Got those marbles or whatever off for the most part. So sealer's gonna go on first thing in the morning, I think, and then we're gonna try and cut it tomorrow. We'll see what the rain's doing. We did okay. Like, I'm happy with it. We got a little waves down there. I didn't notice that, didn't see it when we were pouring. I thought that got worked out a little bit better. It set up really fast on us because of the sun and the heat and everything, and is what it is. There's a little spot over there that's a little rough, but other than that, it's fine. There's plenty of slope. Nothing's going to hold water. It's not going to pond anywhere. I don't think we'll have any trouble with anything, but it's not perfect. We knew it wasn't going to be perfect. I'm not a concrete guy. I'm a farmer, but we figure things out. Like, not too bad for deciding Monday morning, hey, let's pour concrete this week, and doing a 27-yard pour like that. Like, this is the most flat work in one big pour that I've ever done. I'm happy. We saved a lot of money doing it myself, and it'll be good. So we do need to pour some sidewalk from there around to the front of the house to our front door, so that's going to be on the plan here in the next month or so. Eventually we're going to go the rest of the driveway out to the road, probably next year, but we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching today. We'll see what tomorrow looks like with rain and everything else. If it's not raining, we'll probably be in the fields. If it is raining, I'll probably take the day off. I don't know, I'm tired. Oh, I tore my hands up really, really bad in that concrete. Like, tore the skin off the tips of my fingers, but yeah, I'm hurting tonight. So have a great night, everybody. We'll see you in the morning.